Wytchwood is a crafting adventure game I've been keeping my eye on for a long time now. I finally got a chance to play this during the Steam Summer Festival, so this video is the opening gameplay in advance of a full release later in 2020. In Wytchwood, you play a hilariously judgmental old witch living in the woods, complete with a cottage stuffed full of all the magical gubs you'd expect. The only person who happens to be more judgmental than you, well, he's a goat. So let's see why this game is more than just a hag 'em up. So after a very quick tutorial in which we learn how to craft, mending poultice, drink. Yes, and now I have health. We are allowed to go outside. Wytchwood is actually from the same devs as Cryptarch, an old roguelike shooter, a favourite of mine from 2017, although this is a very different game. Here you're exploring a vast and never-changing forest to gather ingredients, actively learning and researching as you go to unlock new crafting materials, recipes and all that sort of stuff. Every scene is packed with detail. Things to investigate, puzzles to solve, characters to meet, and also pass judgments on. Also, every time you learn something new, you cackle, which is absolutely excellent. And the only thing that this game lacks, really, is a dedicated cackle button. Anyway, I've grabbed a bunch of stuff now. All the various things like hag shroom and all that. And now I'm going to go and find the goat, which I happen to know is hanging out over here. Hello, mate. How you diddling? Let's have a talk. Don't go around there. Meh. Excuse me, I am still getting accustomed to this decrepit vessel. A feeling you can relate to, I have no doubt. What is the meaning of this? Why have you awoken me? Still clouded by the years, our deal has come due, witch. The witch stops stock still, as her mind probes the edge of something obscured and opaque, yet undeniable. Open your eye, witch, coax it towards that which is hidden, and nothing shall remain a secret to you. Look first towards what glimmers nearby, your answers lie beyond. How to see beyond the veil? Open the witch's eye. So this is essentially telling us that we have a rather cool ability if we press the X button. We can investigate things. Look, here's my roving eye. I can alight it above the stone pillar, an unusually large standing stone wrapped with enchanted engravings. And now I learn that it has a weakness, unveiling powder. We can also look at other things as well, like the goat. We don't know what its weaknesses are, but it'll help us. And if you've got any crafting ingredients around, which we haven't anymore, you can learn about those as well. Yes, witch, do you see? Your eye reveals opportunity. There is little in this world that cannot be manipulated if you know what strings to pull, and you will find that the pages of your grimoire take on the means of their weaving. Then leave it to me, Go. I can't see anything if you keep bothering me. Yeah, well, fine. So, we need to craft some unveiling powder. Which requires hag shroom, seeker vine, and impi nut. Luckily, your intrepid game player here has already collected all of those, so let's craft that. We only need one. Let's go over to the tablet and use the unveiling powder. Let's scatter. Indecipherable lettering has been roughly hewn into the stone surface. The heavy slab affords no purchase for opening. I see you're still waking up. Allow me to recite this for you. What is it? This creature has hair covering its eyes. I cannot see. Cheers, perhaps, would you? There ought to be some in that garden of yours. Unbelievable. Oh, must I do everything myself? Oh, these bones are so old. Oh, busy, busy, busy. Oh, to be a witch in the woods. Oh, bloody hell. Right, anywho. Let's finally see what's in this treasure chest. We have shears. And we have reedy twine. Just what I always wanted. And there she goes, cackling away. Now we have learned something new. Reedy twine, if we want, to make from reeds. So let's make some. Why the bloody hell not? Not sure we really need to do that. But now we have some shears. So we will be able to open a gate to the left soon. But for now, let's shear the goat. Come back. There we go. With much protesting and a nicked ear, clump of matted hair is sheared away from the goat's eyes. Ah, yes, that's much better. The slab then, goat. Yes. A space beneath for one alone, fires for and root the stone. That's all? You try my patience again, goat. You know more than you realise, witch. You have an eye to be used. Use it! He's an old ham, that goat. What an old ham. Anyway. Right, so now we use our eye. Oh, crafting materials. So we can do that. An oddly shaped fungus with an evil odour. We already know all about that. The ash-caked brazier. Weaknesses, blue feather. Empty brazier. Weaknesses, dog air. The crusted brazier. Some past contents have left a hard residue within. Weaknesses, frog slime. And the glinting brazier has a weakness of a shiny stone. Fine, we have learnt much. The deeper you look, the more you'll understand. The need of our objects has been revealed to you now. Use your eye and they'll find their way to you. So we have a quest. He poos. Right, so let's open our book. We also have a new reagent, frog slime. So if we get a frog, we can craft that into the frog slime, apply it to the brazier, and we'll be able to get in there. Once we've got all 4 things anyway. So, let's have a bit of a wander. Again, we can always use this if we want to see what's what in the landscape. You can even look at doors. Into the witch's hut. A door best avoided if you're not a witch. But let's grab some more reeds just in case. Things do tend to respawn fairly fast, it seems. Don't need to do anything else over there. So, let's investigate this. These old stones are tightly wrapped in innumerable vines. Weaknesses, shears. Nice. So let's grab another hag shroom, because I like the name hag shroom mainly. And let's go over in snippity-doo-dah. Snipping and tearing, the shears make short work of the bramble. So you can see there's a certain kind of puzzle element to this, almost like a moving point-and-click adventure. When I first saw this, my immediate thought was it's going to be a game a bit like Smoke in Sacrifice, which was a very kind of spooky take on Don't Starve. But this is a bit more, feel like more like a puzzle adventure than it is like a survival game. But anyway, let's do that. Anyway, the gateway around her cackles with arcane energy. 8 similar structures fill the space, although only one possesses the energy of that which she came through. It will take her where she needs to go, but the other entrances must be sought out afield. Probably in the full game. Each new threshold crossed will empower the doorways in this space. And then nothing shall be beyond my reach. The forest portal calls to her. So, it's a hub, essentially. Lots of doors, but we need to go through this one down here. And when I was playing through this earlier, this is basically as far as I got. I had a bit of a wander around here, but now we're starting to get into the realm of me actually actively exploring for stuff. What's that? Oh, forest herb. Oh, hello, what are you? Let's investigate. Squirrel possesses an energy far outpacing its tranquil home. Weaknesses, critter trap. Now she cackled there, which means I now have a new recipe. A critter trap requiring twig, reedy twine, which I've already got, and some seeds, which I do not. Let's have a bit of a wander. I love the art style in this, it's really cool. A hatchet might break this apart, but we don't have a hatchet. It's a bit of a look around. So it does seem to be a very good idea to always use your eye. It reveals all, frankly. Oh, there's a mate. Let's snip him. Actually, let's not. Birdwatcher. Oh, ho there! Are you a fancier of birds as well? Insofar as they are used to me, yes. Ah, then you'll surely appreciate the practical value of careful observation. Look closely enough at any creature, and you'll know how to tame it, how to trap it, how to trick it. For my part, I'm content to observe, but I can see you are a witch of action, so I'll leave you to your work and resume my own. Thanks, tutorial watcher. Yeah, twitcher. Yeah. Oh, look, she's got a bird on her head. Anyway, right, let's have a bit of a look-see elsewhere. That squirrel's still ligging about. There is something over there which I missed. I wonder if that's birdseed. It is seeds. Ooh. Also, there's a hatchet thing. Right, we should now be able to craft our critter trap. Yeah, there we go. Right, so right on the D-pad. There we go. So let's try and catch this squirrel then, I guess. Which is currently hiding. Let's try and let's flush it out first. Oh, it's gone. Okay, let's try and find a different one because that one's deep in the doo-doo. There's another twig there as well. Ah, look, birdie. You also have a weakness of a critter trap. Well, let's have a go. Let's place down our critter trap. Oh, it's flown off. There. Grab the herb. And now we wait. Here we go. Come on, birdie. The trap is waiting. Oh, bloody hell, it exploded. Oh, I feel bad now. I have bird meats. Oh, no. Also a blue feather. Multiple blue feathers. Ooh. anything else in this landscape. We've got a few twigs over there. There's another mate by the looks of it in the background in the top right, so let's go over to that lad and see what's what in this weird old realm. I'm really hamming it up this video. I like a bit of ham. Hold on a sec there, lady. I'm a patronising man. And you'll find that my dog is feeling a mite bit ornery today. I usually just wait until she calms down, but it's been a good long while now. If only I knew what could calm her. Stand aside, then. I have sight beyond yours that may show the way. Hang on, that's not supposed to be the birdwatcher. Anyway, right, let's... I think... Well, I've got a meaty morsel. Hang on. I have a meaty morsel, so hopefully maybe I can... Oh yes, here we go. Foul-tempered, snaps at anything that comes close, shears, and soporific morsel. Ooh. Ah, now we've learned the recipe. I'm cackling away. Yes, again, we are learning much. Well, that was a very nice hint, thank you. Hang on, wrong button. There we go. And yes, here we go. Soporific morsel. And it is, yes, it does indeed require the meaty morsel. I'm used to giving meat to wolves. That sounds like a dirty euphemism, it's not. So we need a soporific potion as well. By the looks of it, we cannot... Oh, here we go. We need a leaf cap. We've already got a clay jar, oddly enough. I'm not quite sure. Oh. We can also make one using clay and well water. But we already have a clay jar, and I've no idea where that came from. So all I'm looking for is mushies, and then I'll be able to make my potion, and then I'll be able to make the dog die. Oh, it's coming for me! Yeah, it's an old sweetheart, really. Right, let's have a bit of a look-see over here. I mean, we've got... Hello, there's another mate. Let's have a peek, see if there's anything useful. Okay, there's some more seeds. We haven't got any seeds, so let's just grab that. We can look at our inventory by, I think it's Y and then... Oh yes, it's the back button. Yeah, so we can have a look what we've actually got in our sack. Here, we've got getting quite a lot of stuff there. But we don't need to worry about that too much for the time being. A man peers over the lip of a well, anxiously considering the darkness within. Oh, you really mustn't startle me like that. I'm right at the edge of this very deep hole. Seems an odd place to wait around, were I to make a judgment. Well, I thought I'd do a little exploring, see what I could dig up at the bottom. Lot of people tossing this and that down there, who knows what might have piled up. But the rope's out, and seeing how dark it is in there, I'm just not sure anymore. I have no such uncertainty. Stand aside, and I shall find a way myself. Does look like she's got like a teapot on her head. Really? You're going down there? Ah, you're so much braver than I. Oh, here, you might as well take my trowel with you. Clearly it's not much use in my hands. Thank you. The well stands deep and dry. One could descend, perhaps. Thread a rope through the pulley. All right. We already have a rope. Okay, so let's just go down then. Why not? Down the well. Ooh. Cash! Oh, of course, people are dropping cash down here, aren't they? I hope they made a wish. Now that looks like... Okay, trowel. Let's trowel it. I mean, we could investigate it first, of course. Clay deposit. A load of slippery clay. Should contain a few handfuls. Up there, freshwater spring. Weaknesses, witch's grasp. Ooh. Alright. Trowel. Got you. You little shag sack. Right. What else? That looks like another one. Oh, cash as well. How strange. So we're still looking for some dog hair, some frog, and to seek a shiny stone. I'm sure there must be one of those down here. It feels like we're being led that way. Getting plenty of that. What's over here then? Yeah. Freshwater spring. Can we do anything with this? Apparently so. We have well water. Excellent stuff. Right. And... oh, alright. I was expecting something to come out of me. Darkened nook, a cosy burrow for a creature who prefers to be left alone. Don't we all? No, let's move on. Looks like there's nothing else here. And that thing in the top right has now disappeared, so Presumably we have completed that bit. Oh, it's a frog! Frog, 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 frog. Okay, critter trap. Let's try and capture that thing. Oh, we just have enough as well. Perfect. Thank God I collected all those bloody twigs and things earlier on. Okay, let's make... Well, let's actually place this. Wander off. Not too far, because I can't see it otherwise. Come on, Froggy. You like seeds. Oh. Hello. You know what? Maybe I should have actually looked at him first. Oh, he needs a catching net. I failed to use my eye, and I paid the price, although I haven't managed to get my trap back, so that's okay. So we need a catching net. Do we have the means? We do not. Because that will be something that we have to do later, by the seams of it. To the surface. We shall have to do some more exploring now, by the seams of it. We need dog hair, which will presumably be from the mate, doggy hair lad, that we're trying to find the mushrooms for. And we also need... We do need the frog slime. Now, there is. Hang on, let's have a look at our journal. So I have... Oh, a bird feather! Clip some dog hair. Yeah, so we actually have completed one of the shrines already. The bird feather was actually one of the things. I did not realise. Right, I think we need to go a bit further south now, because we haven't looked down here, and I suspect there may be mushies. Well, there's got to be some mushies somewhere. That seems to be the next logical thing. Well, that's the first imp nut I've seen in the wild, I think, other than in my own garden. Stuff over to the east, which we may as well collect. Grab and grab. No, there was something else there, but... Ooh, looks like there's something over to the right. A firefly! I need a catching net again. Oh. I wonder where that'll come in handy, or when that'll come from. The stag. Stylized image to flatter the self-proclaimed ruler of this region. Commissioned by him, of course, and promptly forgotten. Excellent. Do enjoy the writing in this. Okay, down south here is a axe cutter lad of some description. Hey, you there! Grab a hatchet and give me a hand! It's late in the season, and so many logs have started to rot. If you want to help a fellow out, take this hatchet! Ooh. Don't eat any of the purple mushrooms, though. They'll put you to sleep. Holy shit, okay, this guy does seem to be the next... Oh, hello! Does seem to be the next link in the chain. Right. Let's... tonk something. I've got my hatchet out, but that's not... Let's have a... Am I actually looking at the right thing here? Oh, this is an ash pile. This needs a trowel. That was not... For some reason I thought that was the bloody log. Nope. Anyway, that's a twig. So hopefully there'll be some mushies down here. Oh, there's a thing we can do. Ha! And look, mushies! I didn't actually see those. A lethy cap, which is what we needed. Another squirrel. Another birdie poos. Elsewhere, there's twigs and logs and things. Oh, there's literally that log right next to that ash pile, which I'd completely ignored. Okay, let's do the old chopperoo. Oh, the mushrooms come from that. All right, that's what happens. I thought the mushrooms were at the same place as the log earlier, but obviously not. Let's have a look at the map. Zoom out. Oh, okay. There's something stagilicious over to the left by the looks of it. Quite a big old place. I thought it actually turns out to be larger than I realised. So now we've got some mushrooms, lethy caps, whatever. Can we now... Potion. Yes. There we go. Also, whilst we're here. So now we need to get back to doggy poos, which I think is over to the top right. Right. Hello, mate. Right, how do we actually get this thing into its gob? Ow! First of all, we actually have to craft that. Right. Ha! Wow, that was fast acting. Excellent. Let's just kick it as we go past. I think it bit me. It did bite me. Is there anything here we actually need to do? Another ash pile. Another squirrel. No, unless we have a trial, we're not going to be able to get much joy out of this. Let's just talk to mate then. Oh, shears! Yes, of course. Shears. Yes, that's what we need to do. Looks like we can only get one. Only one bite at the cherry. So we have a dog hair. We just need the frog slime now, which means we need the net. I think we've done all we can do here. So I'm guessing, if we look at the map, the only thing that we haven't really done yet, I think that path just disappears into the wilderness. I'm not 100% sure, but there may be stuff over to the west here. Elusive amphibians, an abundance of frogs, but they are slippery. Oh, I see. Oh. So here we are in the far west. The place we haven't been before. There's a man with a frog, so this is going to be good. Child, I have need of one of your frogs. Golly, ma'am, you don't mess around, do you? Given that I caught those frogs myself, I think it'd be only fair if you did some catching for me first. See, these critters are hungry, but I can't hold them and my net at the same time. So I'm going to give you my net. You catch me 5 fireflies and you can keep it for good. A frog, child. A frog is what I need. Oh, gosh, right. Yeah, I suppose you can have one. 1 for 5 fireflies. Well, annoyingly, I do know that where the fireflies are and they're miles away. Apart from these here. Maybe... You never know, there might be enough... Oh, god damn it. There might be enough here. 1? Oh, in fact, yeah, there's loads here. I didn't really fancy a trek all the way back to the east. But here we are. I think we've got all 5. That was quick. Oh, these are juicy! You've got some big ones. My frog's going to love these. But a deal's a deal. I guess one of them's going with you. The child attempts to pass you one of his frogs, but it slips and pisses off. Well, that one's yours. That's all I've got to give. You better go catch it. Right, that's fine. Ha! Got it. There. Panic over. I'll get another firefly, why not? So we have ourselves a catching net. So with any luck, I should be able to extract some frog slime. But how? Here we go. We've done it! And now we can open the shrine, which exists... Where are we going? Where's our home? I think it's up here, wasn't it? Yes. Past the birdwatcher. And it was over to the left. Ooh, that's pretty. In fact, it wasn't over to the left, it's right here. And now we can beam back to our cottage. The Hag's Grotto. And let's see what the goat says to us now we've completed all his menial jobs. He probably has bar to say. I've no use for these things, witch. The braziers! Send them in the braziers! Alright. Right. Bung, bung, bung. No, hang on, I've only put 2 things in. No, this is only the beginning of sorts. Enter, and you shall know. Offering frog slime. And finally, a shiny stone. Immediately on its placement, the shrine of the stone sharply intensifies, growing and growing until it is actually a flame. With a crack of granite, the door crumbles away to reveal a gaping stairway descending into the cold earth. This is it then, goat? No, this is only a beginning of sorts. I'm sure he said this before. Alright, well, into the depths. And with one final bar, we've gone into the mysterious abbey of some description, by the looks of it. Ooh. Hello. Within the crystal glass of a gilded coffin, a young maiden lay in slumber, untouched by the cold grip of time. Oh, the goat's back. Do you remember our agreement now, witch? My poor dear, how long has it been? Long enough that you are ready. Not so long that things have changed. 12 souls marked in stone, that is my price. Yes, I know them. I know not how, but they burn in my mind. This too you will come to understand. Your first step is to seek them out. And you will release her from this curse. My word is as infallible as the sun and the moon. And I will begin at first light.